Let's move on. Let me repeat again. If you want to have more details or information, you can just subscribe our Instagram live stream, Zhengyang Technology, or move to our Facebook live stream, ZYCYZ 2020. Okay, let's move on to this bifunctional table and meter saw. Okay, let me introduce again. This has two functions. Why is it called bifunctional table and meter saw? Because this machine can be regarded both as table saw and a mitre saw. Okay, let me introduce its function as table saw. Look, it has a safeguard here, the protection loop, and the saw blade is here. It has a switch on and off button, switch on with green and switch off with red. And for this black button is the height adjustment button. We can press the upper button to raise it or press the lower button to sink it. It's very easy as a table saw. Now let me introduce its function as meter saw. So how to convert its function? It's very easy. We can just pull out this handle. Okay. Now transform. Okay, I will introduce one by one. First of all, we can see its saw blade here. Now its height is very high, so we need to adjust its height by press this button, and it will sink. Later, we can operate it. The handle is here, and its switch on button is on the bottom of this handle. Look, we have the voice of trigger. And we press this button, and there is another black button on the top of the green button. Here is a black button, where you can press both buttons to operate this machine. Look, very easy. Besides, it has a hole here. This hole can be assembled with the dust collector to collect dust generated by cutting materials or woods, or it can be connected to vacuum cleanser to get more capacity. It's very common with other saws, and let's move downstairs to its ground. Look at its ground. Look, it has a wrench here. The wrench is used for adjust its angle. Once we lose this wrench, okay, we can easily adjust its angle. Look. From 0 to 45. This black arrow is the angle indicator. Look, it has the numerics here. Now it's 55 angles. The angle is 55 degrees, and move to the initiation again. Okay, now let's fix it. And also it has an angle adjustment on its ground here. We can easily adjust its angle from positive 45 degrees to negative 45 degrees, and then this black angle is the angle. This black arrow is the angle indicator. Besides, it has another designations here. This one is the lock, but this lock also has a lock here. You just push it in, and this lock is locked. Can be regarded as a extended table. Look, extended table. Now let's concentrate on its ground, its table ground. Look. First of all, it has a clamp. This clamp can be used to fix the cutting materials on its ground for convenient cut. And this one is height adjustment. Look. Once I get my wanted height, I can just rotate in this screw. And this one is used for fix the material. Look, rotate in or rotate out to adjust its height here. Besides, what should I do when I get this material with a longer length than its table width? It's very easy because we have flying bar, which is also called extended bar. It's very common in saws. When I assemble this flying bar to the ground, look, the table is actually extended for longer wood, and it has 2 flying bars. Sorry. Okay. Now the ground is extended longer. Also, it has a floating fence here. This one is a floating fence. We can also adjust the length of this floating fence with the changing of the length of our cutting materials. Okay, we can just fix this floating fence with rotating this screw. Look, okay, now it's fixed. Rotate out and move back. Okay, so I have finished my work, and how should I store it? It's very easy because we can just lock it with our previous way, but just inverse. But it's just reversed. Look, I press it down and use this lock. Use this handle. Look. Wait. Okay, it's locked. Much more convenient to be stored. Now let's move to the eventual compound meter saw. This one, compound meter saw. This meter saw is also our star manufacturer. Now it's locked. Look, let's have an overview of this meter saw, and we can see it's locked. Its head is locked down, and we cannot move it. So how to release it? Very easy. Here is the lock to prevent its head up, and we just need to press the button, pull it out. Okay, it's released. Its head is frozen. However, this compound meter saw is cordless, which means it has no wire. It has some battery. Look, this one is its battery. Lithium battery with 20 volts and 4.0 ampere hours. Now let's see. Let's take it off and let's have an overview of this machine. Look, this machine is very beautiful with its cutting blade, its protection guard, its button is motor, its ground. Okay, I will introduce it one by one. So how to cut, how to operate, it's very easy and similar to previous saws. I can just use my thumb to press this trigger to move it, and press this button here to switch on. Look, very easy, right? Similar to the previous meter saws, it also has angle adjustment. for its z-axis and x-axis cutting. First of all, let's show its z-axis cut. This one is used for changing its angle. It's z-axis angle. What we need to do is just rotate out its screw. Now it's loose, and it's very easy to change its cutting angle from 0 to 45 degrees. Look, it has an indicator here to indicate the angles you adjust. And once we get our wanted angle, rotate in, it's fixed. Cannot move or cannot change. Now let's move it back. Also, it has an angle adjustment here. When it's in the specific z-axis cutting, it can also adjust its x-y axis cutting. Look, the red arrow shows its angle. Now it's 0 angle, and we just easily rotate our head with its handle from negative 45 degrees to positive 45 degrees. 90 degrees adjustment range. Okay, now it's 0. Besides, it has also some innovative inventions on its table. First of all is our old fun clamping. The clamp can use to fix the cutting materials, the wood or the metal materials, whatever, and assemble here or here. 2 positions for your hand using habits. I prefer here. Later, it also has flying bars, 2 flying bars for ground extension. Look, now it can cut a longer wood than its initial width. Moreover, it also has a floating fence. A screw here to fix the fence, and when I lose the screw, I can adjust its length to fit the different lengths of different materials, and fix it with rotating this screw in. The last thing is its laser light, but I need to operate it with assembling the battery. Okay, I assemble the battery in, and this button is to control the laser light. Now it's off, and when I press the button, now it's on. It has a laser light here. Look, it has a laser light here to indicate the cutting direction of this saw. Okay, let's shut it off and have a listening of its cutting sound. Yeah, very strong, very powerful. Okay, that's my brief introduction to these 3 saws. If you want to have more details, or just want to purchase our tools, or just want to have a chat, you can immediately connect with our sales department, sales@cyc.cn, or access our website to get more information at www.cyc.cn. Besides, we also provide Instagram and Facebook live streaming. For Facebook, you can subscribe to our Facebook account, CYC 2020, or you can move to our Instagram live streaming, Zhengyang Technology. You can make any comments to lodge your questions or just to provide your requests. We can also provide we can also provide to fulfill your requests. So thank you for listening. If you have any questions, you can lodge out immediately.